Hello everyone, thanks for coming out here today, and we've got a breaking news indeed. The Supreme Court has voided ex-Governor Kalu's conviction and the 12-year jail term. But there is more to it, really more to it. It's shocking, so shocking what is happening in our country. We'll have details of it in a moment. But before we go into the news, I want to say thank you to everyone that have subscribed. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed, do click on the subscribe button down below and also hit on the like bell. Do give us a thumbs up just to let us know you do appreciate what we're doing here. So let's go back into the news. Breaking news. Supreme Court voids ex-Governor Kalu's conviction and 12-year jail term. The Supreme Court on Friday quashed the judgment that convicted and sentenced the former governor of Abia State, Orji Uzor Kalu, to 12 years imprisonment. The Apex Court, in a unanimous decision by a 7-man panel of justice led by Justice Amina Ugi, held that the Federal High Court in Lagos acted without jurisdiction when it convicted Kalu. His firm, Slok Nigerian Limited, and former Director of Finance in Abia State, Jones Udegu. It held that the trial justice Mohammed Liman, who was no longer a judge of the Federal High Court as at the time he sat and delivered the judgment that convicted the defendants for allegedly stealing about 7.1 billion naira from Abia State Treasury. According to the Supreme Court, Justice Liman, having been elevated to the Court of Appeal before then, lacked the powers to return to sit as a High Court judge. It held that the fiat that was issued to him by the Court of Appeal President pursuant to Section 397 of 7 of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act was unconstitutional. Consequently, the Apex Court vacated the judgment that convicted the defendants and ordered a fresh trial of the defendants. This is serious. This one is Nigeria. We're really in Nigeria. We all remember that the case of Orji Kalu, the ex-governor of Abia State, former governor of Abia State, how he was convicted and sentenced to 12 years imprisonment. Now, what they are saying is really ridiculous right now. They are saying that the judge that convicted him was not he didn't have the powers to even sit as a judge. Then how did he get there in the first place? What is happening in our national judicial system? What is going on in the national judicial system? The NJC. In the news today, the news even reaching us today, that's all of this stems from this. The breaking news today reaching us. We've read that news today. You can check it out. Is that what the national judicial system they are doing? They are lobbying for their family members and their friends to be judges, and they are recommending names to President Muhammadu Buhari. And even those that are not qualified, that are not even meant to be there, those are the ones they are putting forward. At the end of the day, leaving out those who are really qualified to sit as judges. Now, see the flimsy excuse that they are giving. As a result of this, they are saying they want to start a fresh trial. We all know how that is going to play out. Nigerians, we know very well. We don't really know. It was alleged that he stole 7.1 billion naira from Abia State. You can imagine that. If this was really true, it was alleged here that a whole 7.1 billion naira left the state treasury. Let's imagine the lives that have gone down as a result of lack of the infrastructure or things that were meant to be put in place with that money. It's sad. They want to start a fresh trial. We don't know who they are going to put there, who's going to be the judge, probably his uncles and aunties, so that they can give fair decisions. Nigerians have reacted, and we'll just see their reactions. I'll just take this one. Orji Uzor Kalu, the cat with 9 lives. No further evidence to show that in Nigeria, money can buy you anything you want. Any public office from president to governor, senator, etc. buy you freedom and impunity for mass murder, etc. Anyone that the pursuit of cash by whatever means is a full-time profession here. Yet some people claim to be fighting corruption while caring nothing about its origins and enablers. Wow, well spoken. The man is really a cat with 9 lives. So see someone that they've sentenced to 12 years before right now is slate is assumed that his slate is clean. They want to start afresh again, and who knows the kind of sentence that will be given to him, or at the end of the day of this trial, he's going to be cleared of everything. You see what we're talking about is position that is buying them out of every corrupt practice and everything they get their hands into. Someone is saying here that welcome to Nigeria. This is what happens in Nigeria. Another one here says law is for the poor people. The Minister of Justice should resign for this joke. Even Attorney General of Federation, where were they when the said judge took over the case? Who assigned him to head the court? When there is money, bullshit works. So you see what we're talking about now. Who assigned him? So they know that they know that this is how it's going to play out at the end. They put somebody there so that they will have a leeway to give an excuse to say, oh, it's been voided because the person that sat as the judge it wasn't qualified. So as a result, we are starting afresh again. Nigeria. One other comment here reads, this is based on a technicality. A retrial has been requested. That may take another 10 years. It does not appear that in the legal world, a technicality, however minor, overrides common sense at all times. What this person is saying here now is really based on technicality, because a retrial, when we look at it, they've requested a retrial. It's just been requested, or they've not even started it. They've not said that we're starting it now. They've requested it, so they're buying time. This retrial may take another 10 years. Another 10 years. At the end of the day, it will be swept under the carpet. Nobody will hear anything anymore. Someone else here is really crying out. The comment here reads, gosh, what is happening in this country and what kind of judicial system do we have? It is very evident that the short arm of the law is only for the poor masses who have no room and resources to maneuver the short-trained arms of the law. What a country. It looks like it's true. It looks like the law, it's not for the governors and the lawmakers and those top personnel. The law is not for them. It's meant for the poor people. The judicial system is not for them at all. They know how to maneuver their way. It's the poor that don't really know how to maneuver their way that suffers it all. It's really sad. Someone here says, please blame the useless fake corruption fighting government. Why would they use a judge who has no right to sit on a case? They keep behaving like bush people with no sense of direction, always making a mockery of the whole system. It shows they are not truly fighting corruption, but acting Nollywood for us. This one is really serious. Very serious, because it's true, they claim that they are fighting corruption, but that is not what they are doing. Is this not corruption to allow a judge who has no right to sit on a case, and the judge pronounces a conviction, gives a conviction and passes sentence, and they know very well that there is a leeway in the law? They will come back to say, oh, this guy that passed the sentence and gave all of this is not qualified, is not meant to be a judge, so that case has been null and void. We will start again. See corruption everywhere from the top. Now, Kalu is going to be walking away free. It's been alleged. We don't really know if that's really true, if those monies he really took them out of the state, but it's been alleged. Why not really face the law squarely if we really have a good and clean judicial system, and bail himself out if he's really innocent of these accusations? So my people, that's the news reaching us at the moment. It's quite a shocking one indeed, that the court voids ex-Governor Kalu'S conviction and cancels 12-year jail term. Everything is cancelled. They are starting afresh again. My country. Please, my people, let's leave our comment down below in the comment section. This is really a shocking one. Let us know your thoughts. Share your thoughts with us down in the comment section. Want to say thank you once again to everyone that have subscribed. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed, click on the subscribe button and don't forget to give us a like. Hit on the like button. Till I come your way again, it's bye for now and God bless.